everybody, this is Charles Fubler again, coming at with another exciting episode of the Library of Alexandria. This is actually part two of the series of Mind High Vibration. So, as I was actually coming up and thinking of a design, a way to actually come up with a good way to tell people about having to have the perfect mental capacity, the way to do things, and it actually would take over literally thousands of lifetimes of learning the ways of like how energy flows and what to say to certain things, certain reactions, to be able to release certain energy points, certain things, so that you can actually have a certain flow and it can actually work. It's actually a little scientist and a little science, actually a little bit of education that comes with it as well. So one good thing that I was actually stumbled upon is definitely breath work is really important. So, I mean, one of the best methods is obviously one of the ones that I was talking in the last one, to where you would actually breathe in, your nose for 4 seconds, and you hold for 2 seconds, and then release out your mouth for 6 seconds, and you do that for about 5 minutes. And then you start doing the whole nostril thing, where you breathe in one nostril for 4 seconds, hold for 12, then release out the other nostril for 8 seconds, then breathe in that same nostril that you release for 4 seconds, then hold, and then let it out the next nostril for 8 seconds, and you just repeat the process. And then you also, right after you're done with that, you look at a spot in the wall and you just stare at it for a while. You just keep staring and staring and staring for about 7 minutes, and try not to blink, and just observe and imagine everything that happens. And you'll notice that your mind will actually start to calm, because you can't actually control your mind. You could just dim it and do certain things and certain triggers to actually allow your mind to be able to go about it. So as I was doing this, I was thinking, why don't I go ahead and talk about chakra therapy too? You know what I mean? Because this is really, really cool with the mind. Because I was gonna think of a way to try to like talk about it and do it like this, but it actually has to be done as like a way, because there's certain magical processes and certain things like that you have to understand what the chakra points are, and understanding what to say and how to help people actually release them through each part of the cycle. So say if you were like going through something that was like super bad, and you had did something, that was like completely horrible, you know what I mean? Or you felt like you had did something that was completely horrible, you don't know, and the world, you felt like this is the world will turn you away, you know what I mean? It was just so bad, and it just always on your mind and just eating you up. Or, just anything like that, that just you need therapy. Like, it's pretty bad, and everything you tried, it really doesn't work, because there's certain things that need to be done to actually get rid of those energies so that they can flow through. And you can have an understanding of it in a balance. You know what I mean? So that's the good thing about chakra therapy, is that we're able to go in there. We're actually able to go ahead and, take all those things and just, kind of work you through it, so that you can, understand and get all the flow, and actually be able to connect, so that you can find balance to your life. You know what I mean? So that there's no more mind games and no more resistance, to the brain and all the rest of that stuff that goes on with your mind. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. And ultimately, when you think of the this chakra therapy and actually what it does for you, it's complete control over your mental mind, which that's why it's going to take so long, because you can't really control your mind. Like I said, you have to do certain things. So I've came up with an ultimate process. Everyone should try it out. I mean, I used it, and it gave me perfect mental stability. I mean, there were certain things I was going through. I never thought that anything could possibly, work with that. And then another one was what really gave me the power, or the influence to actually want to do it, was I was actually dealing with a friend, and he was dealing with something really tough, and it was just like I felt like way out of my league. So I was like, what I normally do is this right here. And then, after going through time, and actually, after learning that process, that it actually worked for him. And he was like, I had been through thousands of, well, not thousands, but like, hundreds of, different therapists and all that, and none of that really worked. So he was like, he had been thousands of hours of work on it, and that what happened, and it was like a small 30 minutes, which is not even really what the full chakra therapy is, because that's and that was like the beginning stages of it. But I mean, once I started developing and came out with this thing, I mean, it's a really amazing. That's why I wanted to come in here and talk about it, let that you don't have to go through the things that you go through, that you can have a perfect, a quote unquote perfect, I guess, mental state, You know what I mean? So that you can go through the rigorous life and be able to understand why things are, have a balance in things, so that you don't have to go through that anymore. That's really what the chakra therapy is all about, so that everybody else, you can have perfect, mental state, so you don't have to, all that bad stuff, and it's going to allow your body to heal. I mean, it's crazy. A lot of things that actually happen in your body through energy, or just, all this stuff happens. So, this is another one I want to talk about. For mind high. For vibes, have good vibrations, so that you can start manifesting and do pretty much anything you want once you've reached that level. So I wanted to talk about chakra therapy because it definitely will change your life. So if anybody else has any more questions about mine, just go ahead, put a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will be actually coming out with the next one is actually going to be a subconscious high vibes. That's going to be a nice good one that I want to talk about. Be something that you could try as soon as you watch it. So yeah, no, chakra therapy also with that. That's actually coming very soon. I actually will be releasing it within the next coming weeks, so that everybody can get their mind right. So divine destiny. This is what we do, and have the best day.